Alhamdulillah, Allah has spared our lives and allowed us to reach this beautiful and beneficial month, which is the month of Ramadan. And the month of Ramadan is known to us as Muslims and even to non-Muslims as the month in which we fast, as the month in which we restrain from eating and drinking and sexual relations during the daylight hours. And for those of us who are fasting a deeper and more significant fast or an internal fast, not only are we trying to restrain ourselves from food and drink, but we're also trying to restrain ourselves from anything that could take us towards the displeasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Which is why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would advise the people who were fasting, or rather command the people who were fasting, in the same way that they do not engage in eating and drinking, they should not engage in foul speech or argumentation during this month.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Ramadan Mubarak. You guys ignore my puffy face. I slept for just 4 hours, maybe 5 at most. Honestly, it's not even because of Ramadan, it's just because I'm not much of a sleeper. Normally this is pretty much, I do not sleep that much. That's just, I don't know if that's just the way I am or it's because I have things to do, but I'm not the busiest person in America, so I just think it's just I'm not a huge sleeper. So I put out I asked a question on Instagram was this yesterday, Sunday, to ask you guys, do you want to carry on with the travel vlogs or do you want to see a Ramadan vlog? And I think almost 100% you guys wanted to see Ramadan vlog, which makes sense because it's Ramadan and I honestly did not plan on putting out a Ramadan vlog just because I wanted to relax first. Secondly is because I honestly do not do that much. I meal prep, so I have everything in the freezer for a week. I do it once a week, every Thursdays, and then maybe I make I think so. I really don't do that much, so I was kind of struggling on what to show you, and also considering the people in my house too. Are they comfortable? I want to slowly get everyone there. I don't want to be in a rush because I'm not there as well, so I'm a kind of like, are they comfortable, are they not comfortable? But we'll see, only time will tell. And I told them, if there's anything that feels uncomfortable or unnatural, please tell me that you don't want to be involved in this and I will gladly take them out. So, and I do plan on showing them like the lifestyle vlogs before posting anything, because honestly, like, Umar is a teenager. I don't want him to feel uncomfortable in his own space. I know Habibi is gonna be fine, but I want to make sure Umar is okay with what I put out. And for me as well, I don't know if I want to overshare just yet or what not. I don't even know. I'm kind of figuring it out. That's the beauty of these things. You really don't know until you try. So I have been looking at our views and our subscribers over the past couple of weeks, and guys, I wanted to say that I'm really truly grateful. I'm very grateful for the viewers, the subscribers. Thank you. You guys are slowly making me my dream come true. This is all I want to do, honestly. People that know me will tell you I want to travel the world as a living. So that is that. And to our viewers that are not yet subscribers, because I know you guys will be subscribers, is there anything we can do to make you guys be subscribers? We want you to be here. You guys are here watching it for a reason, and how can we make you be subscribers? I know, and I kind of get where you guys are coming, because this is a new person who I don't know her. I'm kind of watching to see what she does, because a lot of times people will start and then stop. You never see them and you're like, I invested my precious time on this person. I kind of get you. I am like that too, Take your time, but definitely don't take too much time. We need to grow. But take your time, honestly. And the only favor I ask of you is when you finally decide that you are going to take a chance on the channel, please invite just one family of one family member or a friend. Just tell them, wish them what you wish for yourself, you know. So this is to my family members, that you guys are amazing, by the way. When I said I was gonna do this, I did not tell anyone, because I would say I'll do it, then I'll freak out and say not today, next week, not today, next week. But then one day I now pulled the bandage and just posted without telling anybody, then send them the link, and I went to bed. And then I have, look at, every day I post, family members are like posting, asking their people to follow. A friend of mine called me and like, is it your video I saw on Facebook? I'm like, what? I'm not on Facebook. It's like, yeah, I see someone, a girl from Yerwa, and I know you've been using that name for a while now, so it has to be you. So he sent me the link. I checked it out. Of course, my brother posted it. I'm like, oh, what? You guys, I didn't know Facebook is huge. I didn't know people still use Facebook like that. Maybe I might open Facebook, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I am truly grateful. And when I checked where my views were coming from, they were definitely from Facebook. So I'm like, I think it's the time. I think it's time. So yeah, thank you everyone. Like I said, thank you everyone. I'm truly grateful. We'll slowly get there. One thing I can assure you is, honestly, I didn't start this thinking it was going to be easy. It was going to be hard. I know it was going to be hard, and I love a challenge. The people that know me will tell you that I do not back away from a challenge. When it gets hard, that's when I even want it more. I want it. I started it for a reason, and I'm gonna see it through. So if you're having a let me see where it goes, know that I'm gonna show up every single day. I'm gonna have one view, one subscriber, 10, it doesn't matter. At this point, I have made my mind up that I am gonna post every single week regardless of the situation. And that is the reason why I didn't choose just to do travel. I would have easily said that this channel is travel, but I have to be realistic with myself. I am a mom. I can wake up today and I could get a call from the school, one kid is sick, or I can be sick as well, or like the flights, because I do travel to go to the places I'm going to, so it could be expensive, you know. So that's why I said lifestyle and travel, because sometimes I want to do, and let me know, you guys, do you want to see me do stuff around the house? If you want to see, because with the travel I kind of figure out what I want to do. With the lifestyle, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna be tiptoeing my toes here and there to kind of figure out what kind of lifestyle I want. With that being said, you might be wondering, where are we? I'm currently at the gym. I don't know what happened to the old me, but I like the new me. I have been working out consistently this year. I haven't missed a day of coming to the gym, and I love it. No weight loss so far, and honestly, I'm not surprised. With PCOS, it is not it's not that easy to lose weight. I understand that. So but I've been coming up, and it has improved my mental health a lot. I come here every single day by 5:30. I work out for 30 minutes up until 6, and Fajr time is 6:10. My house is like 5 minutes away, so by 6:05 I'll be home, and we're gonna pray Fajr. I'm not a I don't eat sahur. I just because of the sunnah of it, I would just have one date. If I make the mistake of eating, I would not be able to fast. I'll be throwing up. I cannot eat very early, so I have my coffee and I have my water with me. And yeah, I am back home. I'm just gonna shower and then log in and study a bit, then be ready to take my test. I have a 9 o'clock test, 9 to 10, then 10 to 11 I have a class. yeah, that's it. I hope I have not been yapping. I didn't realize I talk much up until I started this vlogging. Like, who is this Mrs. Yapperson? I'm just yapping. But anyways, see you in a bit. So when I get into the gym, what I normally do is I just stretch for a minute. Then I go ahead and take a walk for 5 minutes, just so I kind of warm up before I run. I started running, I think, the end of last year. I used to run, but something happened that I stopped. So, but I started doing it, I think the end of last year. Now I'm able to run 3 miles. 3 miles, I know. The fact that people are playing basketball at 5:30 a.m. is amazing. But yeah, I was kind of just doing my thing, and yeah. Hi. You ready? Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Are you gonna go pick the iron now?
Yes. Thank you. You have to press this. No, this one.
Hi guys. They just picked me up from school, and so right now we're going to the dentist's office, and then we go on our trip.
Back to school if we can.
We can't make it, unfortunately.
And can I tell you guys something?
Sure.
Did you know, almost all of America's land was purchased by money?
What
By
else would it
money?
be purchased?
With money, Kodiko.
With money, yes.
What else would it be purchased by?
It could have just, history would have changed a lot if it wasn't bought, you know. America would have a lot of further better technology.
How so?
They'd be richer because a lot of their money was used to buy area.
Yeah,
Like
but it was worth
Alaska.
it.
And actually almost all the land was purchased from some of their allies, like the Russian Empire.
Thank you so much.
She took them both back, so one of them weren't waiting by themselves.
Okay, all right. Thank you. No problem.
You're looking great.
Smile.
Sorry, don't talk.
You look like what?
You can do a better job brushing behind these lower front teeth right here. You have some buildup back there. That makes you part of me.
Gonna go.
This is for you.
Thank you, mister. The love of my life. What did you get? Okay, Habibi, we need to go. Just pick one thing and we need to go. So we are done at the dentist. I didn't vlog mine because I was shy. Okay, I vlogged a bit, but I was shy, so I didn't do anything. I'm dropping Omar at the Y, then taking Habibi for his swimming lessons, and then off to New Jersey.
Yay!
Yay!
Yippee!
New Jersey, here we come.
New Jersey, here we go. Look at all our white teeth. Habibi's gonna need braces when he grows up.
Definitely.
Look at his cooked teeth.
Oh yeah, seat belt.
I put mine on.
Mr. Habibi, seat belt, please.
Mama, didn't you say we were going to the park in the morning?
Do you want to go to Jersey or do you want to go to the park?
Instead of New Jersey?
Okay, I'll take you to the park for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 minutes?
Okay, let's go. We have things to do.
How about 10? And then we
Habibi,
go.
Kusaka.
Daddy, Mama, can we please go for 10?
10 minutes then.
Thank you.
These are
You're welcome.
One of the great ulama of West Africa, Sheikh Ahmed Bamba, he says, وَرُبَّ سَائِمٍ مَعَ الْجَمَاعَةِ لَيْسَ لَهُ فِيهِ إِلَى الْمَجَاعَةِ. How many of those who are fasting with the congregation do not receive anything from their fast except hunger? And this is because even though they are fasting according to the Sharia and according to the sacred law, they're not fasting according to the haqiqah, according to the spiritual reality. In that fasting is something that's supposed to draw us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and train us that if we have the ability to restrain from food and drink, which is essential for the sustenance of life, that we should be able to restrain ourselves from all of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forbidden for us to engage in during the sacred month and then outside of the sacred month. But if we look to the Quran, we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has specified something about the month of Ramadan that makes it different from all other months. The honor that we show this month, the fact that we commemorate this month by fasting in this month and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month, extra to what we do outside of this month. The fact that we are going to stand in the night and pray and then fast during the day is all because of a specific reason and a specific speciality that this month has that no other month has. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates this in the Quran when He speaks about the month of Ramadan, and He says, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه قرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
Hi guys, guess who got advanced to Pro 1 and here's my proof. I just did really well today and I just tried. That you don't say congratulations to me, you'll never see my face again in any of the vlogs. So please comment congratulations to me.
Congratulations, Habibi. If not, Habibi said he's not gonna say he's not gonna show his face again. We want to see your face, so say congratulations, Habibi.
Okay, bye guys.
It's gonna change. We need to leave. Or do you want us to stay to see you change? Hi.
Got a move up. Awesome. Congratulations, bud. Moving from glider 2 to glider 3. Big jump. Let's take a look and see what we have. What is your last name?
So aside from the Quran being revealed in this month, the Prophet ﷺ would also receive Jibra'il every Ramadan, and Jibra'il would revise with him everything that had been revealed from the Quran so far. And we know this from authentic ahadith and authentic traditions that we've inherited from the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet ﷺ was even aware of the final year of his life, because he said, in this Ramadan, which was the last Ramadan that he ever engaged in this physical plane, when Jibra'il came to revise the Quran with him, he went over the Quran with him twice. Usually he would go over the entire Quran once, but he came in the last Ramadan of the Prophet ﷺ and he went over the entire Quran twice with the Prophet ﷺ. So this is what indicated to the Prophet ﷺ that he knew that his mission was coming to an end. And so it's always been the tradition of the Muslims that when the month of Ramadan comes, we try to at least recite the entire Quran during our nawafil prayers during the night. And for those of us who have the dedication, we try and do a khatam of Quran or several khatams of the Quran during the day. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr bin As, who was one of the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the son of another famous companion, Amr bin As. Amr bin As actually took Shahada after his son did, Sayyidina Abdullah.
So you guys, after swimming class, we didn't, we went back home to pray Asr, and I slept off after promising them that I was going to take them to New Jersey. But I was tired that day. I was hungry. But I promised I would take them again, inshallah. Later, we ended up just going to a restaurant. I ordered some food for us to eat after Tarawih because we plan on going to the masjid and there's food in the masjid to eat to break your fast. So we just need to get something to eat after Tarawih, and that was it.
What is the connection between taqwa and fasting, and why is it that fasting should be the thing that Allah uses to train us to have taqwa? Why wouldn't it be salah? Why wouldn't it be zakah? Why wouldn't it be hajj? Why wouldn't it be any of the other acts of worship? But why does Allah specify the fasting as a means for us to get to taqwa? Before we even go into that, it's important for us to realize that taqwa and the command to have taqwa has been mentioned in the Quran over 250 times. So it's one of the most important things that we need to have. Allah tells us in the Quran, وَلَا تَمُوتُونَ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. In the verse before that, He tells us, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ وَلَا تَمُوتُونَ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. O you who believe, have fear of Allah, have consciousness of Allah in the way that He deserves, and do not allow yourself to die except in the state of Islam. And there are many other verses where Allah commands us to have taqwa. When it comes to fasting and taqwa, what's interesting about it, if we reflect on it, is that fasting is the only act of worship that you can do without riyā or without simā. So the Prophet ﷺ, for example, when he was on his way to hajj, he would make a dua and he'll say, Ya Allah, grant me a hajj without riyā and without simā. Riyā is to do something in order to be seen by others, and simā is to do something in order to be heard by others. And if we look at any of the other acts of worship, they're all acts of worship that can be done with these intentions, which takes away from the intention of doing it purely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if we look at salah, for example, Allah tells us in the Quran, وَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ. That woe is due to those who pray, but in their prayer they don't concentrate on the prayer, and they only do the prayer in order to be seen by the people. So somebody could be of the musallun, but he's being cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instead of Allah accepting his salah. When it comes to giving charity, sadaqah or zakah, and we know that salah after salah is zakah, somebody could give their charity, not sincerely for the sake of Allah, but just to be seen by the people. And we have an authentic hadith that's narrated in the Arba'in an-Nawawi, when the person who gives charity is brought before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah asks them, what did you give charity for? What did you do with your life? And the person says, I earned money for your sake and I spent it in your sake. And Allah will tell them, no, you spent money in order for it to be said about you that you were generous. And they said that, so that was same thing with the person who was a person who studied Quran and taught it. And the Quran is Ulum, it's the mother of all knowledges. So this counts. This one is for me and Sheikh Yusuf. Anyone that studies and teaches, but not for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will say, you studied and you taught, so it could be said that you were knowledgeable. And they said that, so you have no reward with me. But when it comes to fasting, fasting is the only act of worship that nobody can physically see you fasting, and nobody can physically tell if you're fasting or not. For many of us, when we were children, we would sneak away and drink and eat during the day and come home and then tell our parents, yeah, we've been fasting, and join them for iftar.
Sweet potato, salad, chicken. I don't like the macaroni. That's 1, 2, 3. The salad is so good. I do not like macaroni. The only thing I don't like about this is because it's barbecued and I don't like sweet stuff. I don't like when my chicken is sweet. The mashed sweet potato, it's okay. I've had better. And I have lemonade to go with that. We had fun. I love it. You guys, I know you can barely see me. I don't know if you can hear me, but I have a mic on. We're done with Isha prayer and Tarawih. We're just gonna go home, rest, so we can be able to wake up the next tomorrow, inshallah. So thank you. Hey, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Tell me if you want to see this kind of video, because I honestly do not know what you want to see. Here's Mr. Habibi. Do you want to say assalamu alaikum? Assalamu. Do you want to say Ramadan Mubarak?
Ramadan Mubarak.
But anyways, thank you so much, and I will see you next week, same time, inshallah.